I just did something diabolical.
What have you done?
It's almost too toxic for me to be showing the Madden community. Now, all of the glitch blitzers, the spinnerites, the DB fires, and the pro players, they already kind of hate me for putting out the power option run toxic ebook in the community. They're really going to hate me for what I'm going to show you guys what to do next to enhance your running game like you've never seen it enhanced before. Let me go to practice mode and show you something that I just did that will be absolutely insane. Trust me, this will make your running game extremely hard to stop. And when you add Quad Father or King Henry to it, a lot of people are going to be pissed with me. Let's go right to practice mode. Let me show you something. Now on this play, I have a red arrow over the initial blocker, and I want you to see how he blocks. And then I'm going to arrow another blocker. This happened on one play, and it happens quite frequently. Let's take a look. We're going to hike the ball here, and as we hike it,
fatality.
You just see, we just cleared those guys out. We sent them back to the shadow realm. They've been depleted. Now, this also works on passing. Now, this technique has got in the community already, and watch Gronk on this play. Look at him take out all these guys. This is absolutely insane. So if you want to have torpedo blocking, stay in this video. We're going to show you how. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Dad from Dad Son Gaming YouTube channel, and we have put out a lot of tips in the Madden community to try to bring some balance, right? To try to help those people out who are just new or who just need simplistic ways of being able to have effective tactics so they can actually start winning more games of Madden. We put out how to have a bloodthirsty defensive line. We put out how to have better blocking on your offensive line. We've also put out this ebook right here that people are definitely hating to face, and it is our Deadly Dual Threat ebook. This ebook shows you how to take Lamar Jackson and pair him either with Quad Father or pair him with King Henry, and literally has schemes and plays built around running the ball up the middle with the quarterback while also being able to attack the edge with the running back and open up a passing game like you've never seen. And for those of you who bought the ebook, you've reported back to me that you're now averaging between 150 and 200 yards rushing a game, and you're getting people to quit. And again, that is the balance that we're bringing for all those people who want to run tight. And we also show you ball control tactics in this ebook as well. So if you haven't picked that ebook up and you have a dual threat quarterback such as Lamar Jackson, then you definitely want to have it and look at the strategies, because we actually use this ebook to go 20-0, and we did this on stream and won a Super Bowl. Now, if you've been following our journey, after we went 20-0 with Lamar Jackson, it was time to retire Lamar Jackson and take another quarterback to the Super Bowl. And actually yesterday we did that live on stream. And if you ever want to be part of our streams and see us live, all you gotta do is click the link below. You'll find out how to get our ebook. You'll find out how to see us live, and you'll find out how we give away prizes on those live. And actually we sold our wide receivers, and we actually got Joe Flacco, got some new wide receivers, and we literally went to a whole season on the live, and we won a Super Bowl. So many of you got to see me do that live. And so now Joe Flacco already has one Super Bowl within a day of putting together a team. And we use a playbook that we never used before. And again, this is something that we're doing to help the Madden community to be more acclimated with how to play football in a way that that all the professionals don't show you, right? We're trying to give you good, balanced football play. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how my strategy has now changed the game in Madden on another level. I'm going to show you how to have phenomenal toxic blocking. Now, why do I call it toxic blocking? Because people are going to be complaining about it, going, oh, you got to tone it down. You got to tone it down. But you will literally have blockers that are heat-seeking missiles that will eliminate defenders that are in your path. I'm going to show you how to set this up. I'm going to show you the players you need. I'm going to show you the offensive line you need. I'm going to show you how to combine this along with your quad father or your King Henry or your power runners to help you open up even more holes in your running game and leave your defenders begging for mercy. Let's dive right into my ultimate team. Let me show you what's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're inside of my ultimate team, and I cannot believe I'm about to do this because people are going to message me and tell me I'm making the community toxic with all this running. So again, it is what it is. I believe in bringing balance to the Madden community, so we're going to do it here. So let's take a look inside my team. We're a 96 overall, 97 on offense, and 96 on defense, but we're going to pay close attention to the offense. Now, if you're going to run the ball effectively, you're going to have a back that is able to carry the load and be willing to take a lot of hits and be ready to truck stick, unless you're going to go a lighter back or finesse back. But I always think that if you're going to run the ball heavily, you need a back that's going to punish people. So the two best backs are backs that start off with their X factor already lit up. And those two are the quad father, which you guys have heard throughout the community as a tough back to bring down. But another one is King Henry. Both of them are extremely tough. Quad father is more popular because his X factor can stay on nearly the whole entire game. But I like King Henry better. And the reason why I like him better, because number one, King Henry is actually faster than the quad father. He's bigger, and his trucking is also, I think, a little bit more. So again, 95 trucking, break tackles 97. But also, if you look at King Henry, he actually has two X factor abilities that can stay on. You have Wrecking Ball, or you can have Freight Train. The choice is yours. Wrecking Ball will give you a high success rate on the next 3 trucks or stiff arms. So you can literally truck and stiff arm consecutive people successfully. Freight Train is an increased chance to break the next tackle attempt. So sometimes this does it on its own automatically, where this one you have to manually truck or stiff arm people. So I think a lot of people like Freight Train, but either one is pretty good. Now, one thing I love about King Henry is he only costs 1 AP. Quad Father costs around 2 to 3 AP to get him going. So I like the fact that he's only 1 AP, and I added goal line back for 0 AP. Now what that will do is that will give us a bonus in blocking. So whenever we are within 5 yards of the end zone, we're going to get a bonus on run blocking. So our run blocking stats are going to automatically go up. So I love that when we have a mentality of running the ball, because with all this running blocking that we're going to get, we are definitely going to be running the ball inside the 5, and no one's going to be able to stop us. So that's one thing. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a good offensive line. You want your offensive line to at least have decent run blocking stats. We're going to quickly go through my offensive line. And as you see, they're not bad. We have Ryan Ramczak. He was from the Ghost of Mutt and Zero Chill promo. And if we go down and take a look at his attributes, again, we're going to go all the way down. And if you look at his attributes, his impact blocking is 94. Run block power is 95. Run block finesse is 94. And so you see we have those 3 run blocking stats. So again, the best stats are, again, your run blocking overall, which is he's a 96 in run blocking, and your run block power, your run block finesse, and also your impact blocking. Those are going to be those huge layout blocks that happen on run and passes. So again, impact blocking affects both. So again, you want to have good impact blocking. So if you look and see, we have Mike Owenu, and I actually sold one of my offensive linemen to get him because he gets a free puller elite. Anytime you're going to be focused on running, you want a 0 puller elite. And so again, on pull plays, he's going to really take off and knock people down. So if we take a look at his stats, again, run blocking is a 92 overall, run block power 95, run block finesse 92. His impact blocking is a 94. So again, you see that we have our offensive lineman. I'm going to read you the stats. We have a 95, a 95, a 96, and a 96. So again, those are 3 inside offensive linemen. Now, I'm going to save the best for last on the offensive line. That is Teron Armstead. Now, Teron Armstead, for me, whether you're passing or running, is a must-have on your team at left tackle right now, because he is an AKA player. And one thing I love about him is, number one, he gets edge protector for 0 AP. So you get a free edge protector. So again, when you drop back a pass, you can stop those edge rushers. But he also has a chemistry, right? He has a chem that activates. So this card not only will give you great blocking on its own, but your wide receivers and tight ends will receive a +5 in impact blocking. a +6 in run block power, another +6 in run block finesse, and another +6 in pass block power. So you're going to get increased blocking at your wide receivers and tight ends. So that is absolutely amazing, because now we're going to get boost on those positions to help us run the ball even more effectively. So his chemistry is applied once you put him in your lineup. And if you go over here, I'm going to go on to his chemistries. As you see, we have in our chemistry, the Terra activated. And as you see, when I click it, it is activated on all of my wide receivers and is activated on all of my tight ends. So every wide receiver gets it, every tight end gets it. So they're automatically increased. Now, that covers the offensive line, but that's not good enough. We still have a way to make these guys even better. So we're going to commit to running the ball. Then we're going to need a certain strategy card. We're actually going to need 2. So I'm going to take you over here to my strategy session. I'm going to show you there are 2 strategy cards that will actually make this even better. I'm going to show you the improvement. So we're going to go to Ron Armstead, and we're going to take a look at his stats, and we're going to use him as a model. And we're going to take a look at everyone, and you're going to see how significant they increase when you add this card to it, the strategy card. So if we look at Teron Armstead, you know, his pass blocking is good enough. He has a 99 pass block finesse. But if you look at his run blocking, it's only a 96. His run block power is a 95. His run block finesse is 97. And his impact blocking is a 94. So again, he has increases in run blocking across the, in run blocking, around the board, but we could be better. So let's show you how we're going to become better. On the offensive line, we're going to add a strategy card. It's a legendary strategy card. And this strategy card is called Pave the Way. So we're going to add this here, and you're going to see a difference. So it's called Pave the Way. You get +2 run blocking, +2 impact blocking, +4 run block power, and plus run finesse block. And it's Pave the Way. It's going to help you run the ball more effectively. So we're going to add this card. And now we have that card activated. Also, we have a program card, which is called Heavyweight. Heavyweight is going to give us an additional +1 in run block power and +1 in impact blocking. You get this when you do the Thanksgiving promo. This is an old card, but it's been around for a while, but we're going to add this as well. And now you're going to see a vast difference in our stats. So let me go here, and we're going to go right to Teron Armstead, who we just looked at. And as you see, by adding this, everyone went up. These guys were 95s. They went up to 96s. These guys were 96s. They went up to 97. And Teron Armstead is still a 98. But let's open him up and take a look at how his stats improved. So now we take a look at him and look at his run block power. It went from a 96 to a 98. His run blocking went from a 96 to a 98 overall. His run block power is a 99. His run block finesse is a 98. And let's go down to his impact blocking. His impact blocking, his IBL is a +3. So this guy now is a run blocking monster and a pass blocking monster. So if we take a look at some of the other offensive linemen, we take a look at their run blocking stats. And these guys are going to be tugging away at the run. So again, it's Quentin Nelson, run block power 99, impact blocking 97, run block finesse 94. And again, this is what you care about. And his overall run blocking has increased by 2. So he's a 93 overall in run blocking. So as you just go through all of these, every offensive lineman has been increased in run blocking. We go over to Ryan Ramsack, who we just recently looked at first, and we look at his stats. His run block literally is a 98, and his run block power is a 99, run block finesse is a 95. So we got an offensive line that is ready to run block, and they all have increased run blocking stats everywhere. Now, the other pieces to this puzzle are going to be absolutely amazing, because not only are these pieces going to give you phenomenal run blocking, but these pieces are going to also give you offensive weapons. I'm going to share with you 3 of the deadliest tight ends in all of MUT 23. These tight ends are not only deadly because of their ability to score and be offensive weapons, but these tight ends are deadly because they add viciousness and nastiness to the run blocking game. Your run blocking game is going to go from just paving the way to just being extremely nasty. And these guys are going to be your heat-seeking missiles looking to annihilate anything in your way. Let's kind of share with you what's happening. So the first one is the Rob Gronkowski card. This is the best, I'm going to say the best overall player in Madden, pretty much, because this card is one you had to earn. If you have a chance to complete the season rewards, you will get the Rob Gronkowski. You just need to you have to get all his pieces, all his cards. And again, you're going to start off when you first get him with the 82, and you power him up as you play. And as you play more, you'll get more power. So let me show you why Rob is so phenomenal. Number one, Rob gets all the chems. He gets, more than one chem. You can add a chemistry slot, another team if you want to, and just boost them up even further. So if I wanted to add another chem spot, I can. So I love the fact that you can add this chem spot with him. So you have 2 chem spots, but he also gets Hype Man Motivator. Now, he also gives everyone a +1 in tackling, a +1 in jumping, a +1 in run block power, and a +1 in run block finesse. So he also gives every team, every person on your team, +1 in 2 run block categories. That is also amazing. But let's take a personal look at him. One of the abilities I add on to him to make him more of an offensive threat is, number one, I add Gronk, the grab and smash elite Gronk. So again, when he catches the ball, he's going to stiff arm or truck a person right after he catches it, and he's already a powerful offensive weapon. But I also added in the slot Vanguard Gronk. Now, this is an X factor that was turned into an ability, and so that's why you see him just destroying people, because this is now an ability and not an X factor. Most people think it got to activate, but it stays activated. So as long as he has this, it stays activated the entire time. Then with Gronk, I added Short and Elite for 0 AP. So literally this Gronk is costing me around 2 AP, and I have 2 abilities on him. And if you don't need him in the passing game, which I love having him in the passing game, you can actually add even more run block to him. You can add honorary lineman, or I'm going to show you this. This is really crazy. You can actually add secure protector and make him a better pass blocker, but I like to use him in the run game. So again, this is the best way to use him in the run game. And if you had more AP, you can add honorary lineman to him to give him even better impact blocking. It just makes him overpowered as a blocker, which he already is. So again, I got Gronkowski. That is going to be the best pretty much overall player on our team, because he's going to help us in the run game, and he's going to help us again on offense. So next we're going to go to one of probably the second best tight end in the game, in my opinion, and that's George Kittle. One thing I like about George Kittle, if you look at his stats, George Kittle is not only a great tight end, but look at his run blocking. George Kittle is a 93 in run blocking. And if we look at his run block stats, he has a 99 in impact blocking. So he has a +5, and that's from that Teron Armstead card. And so again, a 99 impact block, and that means he's going to be taking people out. He's going to be another torpedo that we have. So as I go back to Gronk, I forgot to look at his run block stats. Let's go up to Gronk and look at his run block stats, because that's what's going to be important in this video. As we look at him in his run block stats, he also has a 99 impact blocking, and he also has a 99 run block power and a 97 run block finesse. And also his run blocking is a 97 overall. So now we have 2 tight ends that are deadly blockers in the run game, and they are heat-seeking missiles. But folks, we didn't stop there. When we go for a strategy, we are 1000% committed. We went out and we added Mercedes Lewis. Now, if you don't know about Mercedes Lewis, he is another part of the AKA, the second class or the new class. And let me show you what we have added with him. Now, with him, he gets Vanguard Big Dog. This thing stays pretty much activated. It can't stay activated throughout the entire game. Pretty much it goes on and goes off. If you don't target him for passing, it goes off. But his Vanguard ability allows him to be explosive in the blocking. But also, if you look at Mercedes Lewis blocking overall, he is a 95 run block. And if we go down further and look at him, his impact blocking is a 99. run block power 99, run block finesse 97. So we have 3 torpedoes. We have an offensive line that is built to run people over, and all of this goes together. Now, what makes this strategy so dangerous is that we have Gronk with a Vanguard, we have Mercedes Lewis with Vanguard, and they're both lit up. Now, in addition to that, we also have Mercedes Lewis as our fullback. And in our offensive formations, that allows us to audible out of I form into 2 tight end formations, which means that we can audible into from I form to single back. We can audible to any 2 tight end formations. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to show you literally how I strategize to use this and how this can be extremely dangerous. So we're going to go into practice mode really quick. And, literally, let me go back into all of these chems at first so you can see everything. So literally we have every chemistry that we can get to help us with run blocking. So again, our zero chill is going to help us with strength and agility. We got some of that. We got our Gronk hype man that adds run block power, run block finesse, and pass block power and pass block finesse +1 to every player. We have the Terra that adds +5 impact blocking, +6 run block power, +6 run block finesse, and +6 pass block power, and +6 pass block finesse. So again, he's giving that to all wide receivers and tight end. We have our heavyweight card, which gives us +1 impact blocking, +1 run block power, and +1 power move. Again, we have I think that's all we have. And then we have the pay the way card that gives again our offensive line +2 run blocking, +2 impact block, and +4 run block power, and +1 run block finesse. So again, we have all of these lit up, and then we got an extra boost that's on this card, which is a hit stick. So everyone gets plus all safeties and linebackers gets +1 in hit power. So that came with this card as well. So on top of that, remember, we have goal line back on Derrick Henry. So all of these stack up to make the running game extremely vicious. And I'm going to show you a certain strategy that I use. I'm going to go to practice mode to literally position these guys to block like absolute animals. And so we're going to show you this here. So as we get into the strategy, we could literally go from I form, and what we're going to do here in I form is we're going to change our package. We want to get our wide receivers out and have have 2 tight end, really 3 tight ends in this formation. So how we do that is we're going to switch this over, because we already have 1 tight end at fullback. We're going to switch this over to tight end split end. That puts Gronkowski as a wide receiver, and we have Kittle, and we have all 3 of our tight ends, and we really have 1 running back, but Gronkowski is an accomplished receiver. So when we call an I form play, we're just going to give a random defense. As you see, what happens is Derrick Henry starts off lit up, Mercedes Lewis starts off lit up, and Gronkowski starts off lit up. So both of these guys are lit up. We're blocking. Gronkowski has smash and grab. So when we run this ball, you're going to just literally see people just getting taken out. So that is literally, what we could do here. And, and this impact blocking is crazy. I mean, look at this guy just taking people out. Then you got to deal with Derrick Henry. So again, that is tough. Now, another thing we can do in this is we can actually audible from this to like a wing tight Z. And look what happens. We now have a 2 tight end formation from an I form. And again, we can motion this guy out. And I mean, we can just literally run the ball to, to the side if we need to. We're not going to run it aside, but we could, and we can just have really good power running. Now, I don't think that play was audible, but again, if you go through and set your audibles, you can go from an I form to a wing back Z. You can also go from a wing back Z to a wing tight. And this has a stretch play in there, which is already part of the audibles, as you see. And this stretch is deadly. And watch this. I can take him and motion him over. And now I have some killer blocking to the right side. Both of these guys are just torpedoes. Now, JJ Watt is lit up as well too. But Again, it allows me to audible to multiple different formations with 2 tight ends being in there. So then I got the, the wing back pair as well. So I can have 2 of these tight ends, 3 of these tight ends all on one side. So this gives you a lot of options depending on your playbook. So folks, if you found this information helpful, if you really want to improve your run blocking, then make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll put out more tutorials like this to show you how to strategically set up your ultimate team to be a vicious, torpedo, heat-seeking, killer run blocking team. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click the link below to get the ebook. Also click the link below if you want to follow us anytime we go live, and you'll be seeing more gameplay with us using this run heavy strategy. Thank you so much and have a good night.